What's up? We live. What's up, Dan? I see the missus in the house. You got anyone watching? Not yet. We will. I'll wait a second till someone tunes in. Yes, I'm still in my hunting gear. Drinking eggnog. I'd like to do a debate. I'm going to tell you in a second how I damn near got in a fight tonight. Crazy. I wasn't going to get in a fight, but I wanted to. But I'm just smarter than to do it. But I did check a dude. I'm going to get to that in a second. While we do that, who the hell else in the world, who else thinks that eggnog is incredible and this should be sold all year long? I think it's insane that it's not sold all year long. It's like somebody needs to capitalize. I need a freaking our thing eggnog. Call it, what should I call it? Everyday nog. Nog. Well, no, it sounds so racist if I say it like that. I don't mean it in any racist way, but a black dude needs to start his own called Nog, and have like Busta Rhymes as the face of it or something. All I'm saying is eggnog is incredible, and there's got to be. I know there's a lot of people like me who think it is. Who, well, when it's gone, they're like, "Damn it, man." You know, if you're shopping, going through Myers or whatever, and you look over and there's eggnog in a carton and it's freaking June, you're like, oh, damn, I'm going to get a gallon of that. Just saying, who else is with me on that? Felice, what's up? Feliz Navidad. What's up, brother? Maverick, what's up? P-Block, what's up? Vinny, what's up? Daynog. My wife, Daynog, come and me one drink more. Me say not. Daynog, come and me one drink more. That reminds me, who was just telling me about the story about, it's Bill Crooks, he'll probably tune in a minute, about how, hi, Cindy, that I think it's the Dominican Republic, that some black gang had kidnapped a bunch of Christian missionaries. They were down there to help build schools, give them clean water, civilize them, whatever they're trying to help them. And of course, they kidnapped them and now are holding them for ransom. And if you don't pay, they'll kill them. So they killed a 5-year-old girl. Yeah, real tough guys. Well done, guys. Real gangster. You kidnap some Christian missionaries and kill the 5-year-old girl. Now, why isn't America going down there to do something like that? Why isn't American CIA or Delta Force or whoever going down there, murdering, killing all these motherfuckers, catch them all, execute them, and then line them up like stacked cordwood and take some pictures like they did with Pablo Escobar and say, this is what happens when scumbags like this kidnap and murder American people, especially good American people who are down here to help you. I remember a funny story. I was reading this book years ago. I was in prison. I read the book. This guy, he was kind of a missionary. Whenever they got wiped out by a hurricane many years, 20 years ago, whatever it was. I think it was Dominican Republic. Could have been, it was one of them. It might have been, Might have been Haiti. Yeah, it might have been Haiti. I think it was Haiti. Whatever it was. One of those little black islands down there. So the guy goes down there, and he's down there to help, right? And every day when he goes down to like where they're rebuilding and helping, he's raising money for like there's little clans of little black kids follow him and just say money, give me money. That's all they do. Money. And sometimes they'll give them some change, a couple bucks, and they run off with some money. The one kid would do it all the time, but he had a cell phone. And he's begging for the money. And so the dude kind of befriends the kid and says, obviously you got enough money for a phone. And the kid's like, yeah, I'm basically homeless. I'm living in an abandoned house, yada, yada, yada. And the white dude kind of feels bad for him. So he gives him a little bit of money and he's helping him out and food and kind of befriends him over the next couple of months. And then one day the kid follows the dude and then robs him of everything. the dude trying to help him. Steals everything in his apartment, robs him of everything. Been friends with the dude for months. And then people wonder why good people don't want to go there and help people or into those type of communities or environments or socioeconomic strata. There's some people down here trying to help you. You're kidnapping them and murdering them, children. So either people go, I want nothing to do with you savages, or we should go down and wipe them out and say, that's not acceptable. Killing American children who are there to help you, missionaries, is not acceptable. When you do this, you die. It's wrong. But, of course, that would be bad. We'd be horrible people for that. Night Nog. Day night. Extra nutmeg. Maverick. Oh, that was in Haiti? Yeah. You remember that story? Haiti, yeah. And more, brother, just so you know, there was a troll on Tony Pizza's show. They posing as you starting trouble. I had to straighten them out. Good. So George Caius said something like that today to me. He just messaged me, and I'm hunting. Matter of fact, I didn't just read and sing. He's a good dude, George Caius. I mean, I'm out there in the woods hunting, and he says, out of the blue, he said, I'll never do this again. Was that you watching this freaking yo-yo? He says, it's probably a troll. My bad. I just wasted my time watching and got aggravated. Anthony Caruda. And I guess that Tony Pizza, Caruda, I don't know how to pronounce his name. And I said, no idea what you're talking about, bro. I'm hunting. I sent him a picture of me hunting. This is a picture I sent him. Well, fake to be me. That's me. I said, that's what I'm doing right now, right there. Yeah, people do that all the time. I've seen my name faked on here a bunch of times. I saw one that called himself the dumber Gunnar Lindblom, and just losers. They got nothing to do. That's what people do and have literally zero to do in life. Nothing to do. They just, oh, this is what I'll do. I'll change the name of my handle and go start some drama on some other stupid mob page, group, whatever. I mean, I don't even know what to call these things anymore. I don't know Tony Pizza's story. I don't know nothing about the guy. He seems like he's living a rough life. I've never listened to more than 5 minutes of his show. Seems like a nice enough guy. And there's this kid Sonny that pops up on my thing all the time. I don't even know what his deal. I've tried to listen to that dude's videos at least 10 times for like 5 minutes, which is more than I give anybody ever on these shows. But I'm sitting there trying to figure out what the frick he's talking about. I'm sitting there like, what is that? And all I can think is this poor kid's on drugs, man. He looks like he's just doped out, man. And I feel bad. He's just in a bad place, and he's rambling. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. It's too bad. I tried to decipher what the frick he's talking about. I know he doesn't like Lee Cole. I don't think he likes Fat Balls Sicilian. I don't think anyone likes that guy or Lee. But I mean, I just trying to figure the dude out. But yeah, somebody was trolling, I guess. Dan, I have no idea. What they say, if you don't mind me asking. I faked my death. What does Macworld say? He said, I faked my death and said I'm going to rehab so I can disappear for 3 months. Dude, my friend Seth Ferrante, he's been on this show and my radio show. He's a personal friend. He's the producer who produced the White Boy Rick documentary that was on Netflix, that went viral on Netflix. You might watch this. He flew me down to St. Louis to be in his new documentary. It's about the mob's involvement in the drug business. Flew me down there. I got suited up, and I did a production on. Hopefully, I'll make the cut. Be a couple of minutes of sound bites me in there. That'll be cool. But yeah, he faked his death. Dude faked his death to get out of a freaking 21-year prison bit when he was like 20 years old. And he didn't know what he was going to get. But anyways, just because he faked his death and ran off and hid. He got away for like 3 months too, and then they caught him and gave him 21 years in the Fed joint for like 400 sheets of acid, which he never possessed. It was conspiracy to possess 400 sheets of acid. What? He got more time for conspiring to possess 400 sheets of acid than guys who got caught with 100 kilos of cocaine. 100 kilos. It's insane. And he's just some suburban white kid, like a clean-cut, good-looking, good kid. Are you hungry? I am hungry. Look at my wife. I'm going to show you guys what a good friggin' wife I got. I might have to take a few bites while I'm eating, while I'm doing the show. Let me see some. This is what my wife made me. Huh? Zag? Huh? Who likes Zag? Some garlic bread and Zag. Oh, man. It smells. Well, how do I get out? How do they get out the way? Huh? How do I get off? How do you clear the comments? Click what? Oh, that. Oh. She's like, you can't see it. She wants to see this. Yeah, look at that, guys. Buona mangiare. Yeah. Zach, oh, she got the hot peppers on there for me too. We got a bunch of fresh hot peppers in the gardens. I'm gonna be taking a bite of that at some point. Oh, soon, because I'm freaking hungry. I came in and went straight for the eggnog, the nog-neg. Did you put salt on this, honey? Of course. She said, of course. So, anyways, I got to tell you guys a story about what happened to me when I was hunting tonight. Actually, first I was just telling Maria, because I didn't tell her this morning, about the owl that scared the crap out of me when I was hunting. Hold on. What's blurry? Fishing up a storm. Macworld said, what does he say? Hey, Gunnar, since being a YouTuber, I have had people do videos about me, screenshots my live chats, and call the police on me for wellness checks and make a Reddit forum talking shit about me and message family. I didn't even know you were a YouTuber, bro, but that doesn't surprise me because the YouTube world has got so many little weasels and like weirdos. And it's like I was saying, that they don't have any life. These mother effers have no life. Like, man, dude, once I'm off here, I'm gonna go have dinner, snuggle with my wife, talk about plans for tomorrow, whatever. And tomorrow, I'll get up, I'll post a video. I think I'm gonna do one of the first Rimaldi guy. I can't pronounce his name. Rimaldi, whatever. Anthony Rimaldi. I'm gonna publish a show with him, and then I'm gonna work on my book. I really want to get this done. And then do some marketing, lock down some guests for Friday's radio show, get some sponsors, yada, yada. That's it. And then I'll pop in and answer comments like periodically. If I got to take a dump, I'll sit down there and scroll through and go, oh, comment, da, da, da. I'll spend 10 minutes on the comments. But that's it. It's not my life. I don't watch any other shows. I literally watch no YouTube shows. No, zero. I do occasionally watch 23-1, my boy Josh at 23-1. Because he's funny. He's a funny guy, and he kind of enlightens the mood. So he's just he's a serious subject, prison and things like that, in prison life. But he's light, so light about it and funny that I click on there just to get a laugh for 5 minutes. Kind of lightens the mood. I'm like, yeah, this guy's got 700,000, 800,000 subscribers for a reason. I've been on a show 3 times. Because he's got it for a reason is that he's funny, he's interesting, he's charismatic, he's charming. He has what all these other goofballs don't have. And I like to think I have it too. Is what we have is charisma, charm, personality, interesting stories, interesting people, funny. We have a certain wit about us. We don't go on here and read wiki pages. We don't go on here and attack this guy and that guy and pick apart that guy and this guy and basically toss out opinions when you don't know dick about dick. No, we don't do that. A guy just messaged me on like the one Calandra thing that Larry did with them. And he's like, I can't believe it's come to this, mom, guys. I said, no, we don't do that. Me and Larry don't address none of these freaking guys. And I mean, none of them, ever. We don't watch them. We don't listen to them. We don't care about them. There's one time when Calandra attacked Jimmy or Larry, I had him on. He addressed it, and that was that. Forget it. A-Light jumped on the call with him to support him, and that was that. And then I thought, well, I got A-Light on the line. I might as well do a show with him. He's a controversial character. I don't know his story. I've heard a lot of this, that, and the other. I'll have him on. I had him on. Everyone's like, oh, my God. The mob were, why can't we have A-Light? You sold out. I'm like, what are you talking about, man? I don't give a shit about none of that, dude. It is for views. I have him on. I don't know the freaking guy. I'm not going to fact check everything he says. I'm not going to fact check anyone's. I've had Calandra on. Not Calandra. Shellac had, what was his name? Paul, can't even remember his freaking name. No, I've had all these freaking guys on, and I don't look at another one. I don't watch them. I don't care because I'm living a normal life. I actually have ambition and drive and dreams and goals that require time and energy, and I can't sit here on YouTube all day. He said this and that, and he said it. So, again, I just avoid that. But I get it, man. People are freaking weird as hell. Yeah, I'm going to tell you about this dog story in a second. People calling me all day. I couldn't handle it. Macworld says people calling him. I don't, because you're a YouTuber. How'd they get your phone number, man? I mean, my phone number is pretty accessible too. But Cindy said, what the hell is wrong with people on social media lately? Is there a new strain of dumbass or what? Yeah, that's what's happening to our culture. Well, certainly is that why can't I freaking is our culture has become dumbed down. I got to get to some of these comments. Scottzilla, what's up? Scottzilla, that's a great handle. Scottzilla. And Macworld says Seth is cool. Doug, my boy Doug in the house, thinking about you today when I was looking at some salmon pictures and videos. I have so many videos of salmon fights, it's stupid. But Doug Hartland got the best fight I've ever had on camera, and we got it from start when I cast it out there, hooked it, start to finish, the whole fight, like 5-8 minutes of this thing going berserk, blast. I don't think I could ever top that fight ever, as salmon-wise, unless it was like maybe a bigger fish, but it was a big one, probably like a 27-pound male, fresh male. He wasn't super fresh, but he fought like he was. It's just funny. They're all individuals. I've caught really big fresh ones that didn't fight as good as that one. And I've caught smaller fresh ones like that. It's crazy. He got the whole thing on video, bang, and it's just going berserk. Flat, and there was a log jam, and it ran into the log jam. I'm like, I like put my hand over the drag, because I put my hand over to slow it down like a brick, and I stopped him. So I pulled so hard, he like jumped out of the air, flips, crashing. And I was able to just fight him out of that freaking log jam, because he gets in a log jam, it's over. You lose him. The hook will get snagged on a log. You know, the hook will snag a log, and the fish keep going and rip the hook out. They're so strong. You can't get them in the logs. And I ended up landing them. So, Doug, I'm always going to be thankful and grateful for the fact that you filmed probably the greatest salmon fight in history. I challenge it. If you were trying to go find a better salmon fight on YouTube anywhere than that fight, you won't find it. Even in Alaska. They might last longer, and they might be bigger fish, but they're not that complex. Meaning, if they're in a big ass river that's real deep and they're fighting with a big noodle rod, 11-foot rod, and they go back and forth, and it jumps in a spot, that's nothing, man. That's nothing. Anyone can do that. I can give an 8-year-old to do that. Try to stop a 25, 30-pound king salmon in freaking this much of water with logs and jams everywhere and keep them out of that stuff. I'm good at it. I'm practiced. I've caught hundreds and hundreds of them like this, so I know what I got to do. Otherwise, you'll lose them. You learn from mistakes. I made a lot of them. And I was able to do it with him videoing right in front of him and the sun, which I thought that was freaking cool. Start to finish, man. He even called it before I even set the hook. He goes, before I even set the hook, I made the cast, and he goes, got him. And I was like, got him. And that freaking salmon went crazy. Oh, that was a good fight. Thanks, Scott. I dug. How do you pronounce E-Wit-Admit? How this guy's got his handle that's E-Wit-Admit. Yo, what's up, Gunner? Salmon run over. How do you pronounce that handle? You admit. Yeah, the salmon run is over. I went fishing yesterday and I caught 3. You can watch yesterday's video. That I did see probably 15 fish. I did see a couple fresh fish. I landed 3 mediocre fish. And one of them was really big, like 30-pound male. Huge. And I landed him, and I made at the end of the video. I let him go. I hope he lived. They never kept one salmon this year, not one. I think I caught about 50 fish, somewhere up in the upper 40s, 50, something like that. I caught 55 last year, but I got 20 in one day last year. So it kind of like bumped me up. I had a great season. I mean, the season was fun. I killed it. I mean, I caught it right at the beginning of the run. And, you know, when those fish are really fresh and it's going crazy, they're insane. And that's what I love. That's my passion. To catch them when they just come up the river and they're super fresh and they go berserk. And then Doug came up the following week after that, where they still were, you know, on the bottom end of berserk, but still berserk. And then the following week after that, they were kind of starting to poop out. And then this week, yesterday, brought in kind of a fresh run, like a second trickle came in there, and I had action. So it was, what was there? Oh, you're talking about Seth Ferrenti, the War on Drugs era? Anyway, so they went super hard on him on Fox News, telling Brian Laundrie, who are you talking about? Brian Laundrie to turn himself in. I don't know what you're talking about. Hit the clear comment button. Oh, I'm going through this. MJI. Nothing better than a nice hot homemade meal served to you after a hard day of haunting. You will sleep good tonight. Yes, I will. Macworld is referring. He says, no life. Those are the people who trolled. It says, Zach said, or Zyler. That's a great handle. Zyler Remmer. Is that your real name, bro, Zyler? It's got a cool name. I'm all about interesting names, by the way. If I had a kid, I would name it something cool and authentic like that, Zyler. Everybody's got Matt, Pete, Paul, Mike, Frank. We all got them. You know, I'm Alan, Alonzo, Gunner. My middle name Gunner. It's kind of unique. I have a cat named Missy, another cat named Missy's mom, who we call her Maggie, short for Mogwai. So it's kind of cool. Then we have Gus and Nika. Well, she's Russian, so we call her the Russian Blues. All right. No life, Backstreet Dogs doing nothing, smoking dope. Yep. Cindy says, Josh is pretty great. Good personality, sense of humor, and whole shebang. Yeah, that's why I like him. Macworld says, your show's my favorite right now. You replaced Ryan Leone's for me. Oh, that's cool. Whatever happened to Ryan Leone? So that's a good question. Vernon, is that Vernon? Oh yeah, Vernon Marsh. Yes, I love for outdoors. My dad took me fishing and hunting when I was a kid. That was the greatest times of my life. My dad would take me out of school. We'd go up north camping for like a week. We go salmon fishing, we go deer hunting, we go whatever. And plus, my grandparents, his parents lived way up north. And a few times a year, we go up there and we go rabbit hunting and squirrel hunting and deer hunting. And so, I fell in love with hunting and fishing because of my dad. Although my dad was kind of a douchebag, drunk, and was not the greatest father, he did take me out and go fishing, and we bonded and had fun doing that stuff. The rest of the time, he was kind of a douchebag. But when we were out there and doing that, we were good. So I love the outdoors. And I knew when I was in prison, that's why my dad said he never came to see me. He's like, dude, I know how much you love the outdoors. And I just it would have broke my heart to see you locked up like that, knowing that your heart is out in the woods, wanting to be fishing or hunting and doing what you do when you're freaking locked up. So anyways, Aaron, what's up, bro? Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it, man. Send me an address, man. I'll send you one of these books, one of these signed books from one of the authors on my show. I have a bunch of books, actually. Oh, geez, that's Aaron again. Geez, Aaron's hitting me up. Thank you, Aaron. That's Aaron. He uses his wife's. Tracy Smith is his wife, but he uses that. So thank you. Let me address that. Thank you for donating to my channel. I appreciate it. People do that. It helps me out. In the long run, it's all my income, so it all kind of adds up. I have a couple of writing students. I have sponsors for my radio show. I have book sales. I have apparel sales, and all of it. None of it makes me a lot, but all together, it makes me something. It makes me enough to have an honest living I can take pride in. I'm like, hey, I make an honest living. And I'm not begging for nothing. I don't beg nothing. If people donate money, I don't ask for that. I'm like, thank you. I appreciate it, and it helps me out. I'm not in here saying, hey, guys, listen, I just got over COVID. I haven't worked for a couple of weeks, and my wife, she's out of work, and I haven't worked for a while, and unemployed, and unemployment's cut off, and my mom's going to kick me out, and I'm going to be kicked on the street if so anyone who wants to super chat, please, thank you. I'm not doing none of that. I don't care. We are fine. We're not going to die or struggle to be on the street without super chats. However, it is part of my income, and I do appreciate it very much. And that's why I try to give back, because I'm like, well, somebody took money out of their pocket to give to me, to support me, because they appreciate the content and my personality. So I'm like, well, what can I do for them in return? I had a bunch of shirts. I gave them away. I still have some shirts, more women's than men's, but I can make a shirt. Now, somebody gives me a big super chat, $50. I'm going to send them a shirt. An Our Thing shirt, a dope one, not even let you pick which one you want. Go on the website, pick one out, I have it made. And so I give these signed books to these authors come on my show, and they want me to give away books on the live streams. And I'm like, that's a perfect way I can return the favor. You supported me. Here's a good book. It's signed by the author. Enjoy. And I'll pay for the shipping. It's no big deal. Thank you. So anyways, Tracy, what's up? I'm still trying to figure out how. You got to get a new handle. I can't pronounce that. You did it. You with him. I don't know. But yeah, come on up, man. Next year, I'm coming up, dude. Please accommodate me somehow. I'll sleep outside. You just go to the campground, bro. Maybe if I get to know you, just come here. But I don't know. I'm not bringing random strangers to my house from YouTube. But I got to know Doug. I'd bring him here. But there's a great campground there. There's a hotel, so in the little town nearby. Tracy Smith says, you like the background. Why didn't you have any kids? Low sperm count. Kidding. Why didn't I have any kids? Because when I went to prison, I was 29. And I had a girlfriend that just we weren't ready for kids at the time. I was a freaking gangster and I was a criminal. I was a bad guy. I just, I wasn't even faithful to my girlfriend. I wasn't prepared for a kid. Thank God. And then I got locked up for 13.3 years. And then I got out. I'm 43 years old. I'm like, who wants to have a kid at 43 years old? I'm trying to live my life, selfish as that sounds. Me and my wife want to enjoy each other and the life we've created for ourselves. Enjoying. Once you have a kid, you're locked down, boy. My boy Albert just had a kid. He just had a kid 3 years ago. And that's it. It's his whole life. Work, come home, work, come home. He can't even leave and go on a vacation. He's just the kid. It's all the kid, which is awesome. He's a great father. He's a great dude. But I'm not that responsible. I'm actually super irresponsible. Like, let me give you an example. I'm going to take a bite of this lasagna right in the middle of my live stream. That's a perfect example. Oh, man. Well done, honey. She made it with sugar. Yes, good. Because you don't make it with sugar, you're not Sicilian. But then she put the hot pepper on top, so that's dope. It's like a sweet and spicy. Before I couldn't find my phone before I left, like a dummy. So I'm running around in my hunting boots, getting mud all over the place. And yeah, giving my wife a heart attack. And I just said, I'll clean it up when I get back. And I left. And my wife's sitting there going, really? It's freaking mud all over the floor, wait till I come back. I thought she'd probably be annoyed by all that. Instead, she got lasagna waiting. I was supposed to clean the microwave. I sprayed it down. I just left. I came back. The microwave's a mess because I had some chili. Neighbor gave me some chili. Brought me a jar. I'm not supposed to eat chili. I'm not supposed to eat beans of any kind. If I do, I have atomic gas. Atomic. Just dangerous. I didn't care. I ate a big bowl of chili, but when I was miking it up, it exploded all over the microwave. And then I had atomic gas. And my wife had to pay the price. I'm not supposed to be drinking milk. Here I am eating drink. By the way, eggnog is the reason I quit drinking milk. Like 4 years ago, when I first got out of prison 5 years ago, she bought a bunch of eggnog. I'm just, and then it affected me, man. My lactose intolerance kicked in. And I had the worst gas. And then my wife had just got out of prison a couple months ago. She don't know, man. I get atomic gas when I drink. So if I drink a little bit, if I just take one glass, I have a few farts. It won't be that bad. But if I drink a bunch of it, you won't want to be in the same freaking room with me. No, just keeping it real, man. Just saying. What's that, honey? My wife says the moral of the story is your wife is awesome. Yes, she is. Zyler Depp, that's my real name, and you got it right on the pronunciation. Well, I like it. Just watched Last of the Mohicans. That's a great movie. Vernon Marsh, thank you for the $5 super chat, brother. Appreciate that, man. He says, I listen to all your stories during my work days. Thank you. Aw, see that? How dope that is? That's why I do it, for people like him. Thanks, Vernon. I had a friend named Vernon when I was a kid. Vernon Cummings. His sister grew up to be a famous comedian. No, something Cummings is her name. She was a cute little thing back in the day. She's a little girl, but I was like 12. So, anyways, but thank you. So here's a guy who listens to my shows all day, thinks I'm entertaining, thinks I'm a character, and says, you know what? I kick in $5 towards this guy's, production of his. He takes time out of his day. He works hard. He's, trying to make something out of his lifetime, promote his books and build his brand. And at least I can do is say, here's $5 freaking bucks. So boom, he does that. Thank you. People who do that are gangsters. Just because I know that you appreciate me. You're not there to troll me. You're not there to say, there's so many of these little dorks. I mean, it's got to be several hundred of them. And they just, what's he going to say? What's he going to say? There's got to be something I don't like. Something in there I don't like. I don't like the way he said that. He's not what he is. He's not a gangster. He's not a gangster. I looked him up on Wikipedia. There's nothing about Gunnar Limber. I'm typing an Italian name. Who's this guy? Thinks he's a gangster. I'm going to tell the other channels. You know what this guy said? I mean, they're literally that weird and dumb. Literally that weird. Literally, that's what they are. Spazzes who live with mommy and daddy in the basement in their little closet bedroom. And, Mommy, can you make me a sandwich? Talking to the mobsters. I'm a mobster. I could be a gangster. I want to be a gangster. I could be a mobster. I'm not ever saying that. Like, what if I walked up in real life and said, hey, man, what was you saying to me? Kids was literally, they would dial 911, every one of these motherfuckers. And see, that's the difference what I was saying before. The difference between me and all these dudes is I'm not one of these phony little clowns, keyboard clowns. If I get annoyed, I'll book an airplane ticket with my boy and fly right to the dude's house and grab him on the fucking throat. And I smash his face in. I say, now call the cops because you're a punk ass bitch. You're going to press charges. I'll eat that case. I don't care. I get a couple $1,000 for a lawyer or bond out. I get probation. You got a smash face. I'm going to get it on video. He's going to video it while I pound your freaking face in, you punk. That's what I do. If I get annoyed, you got pushed around, that's the difference between me and that. They're like, oh, you think I'm scared to go to jail? I did 13 freaking years, man. I don't think I give a crap about beating your ass, getting an assault case. No, my only issue is not making sure I don't kill you or hurt you really bad. So I just smash your face in a couple times with a few punches and press charges and I'll eat the case and I'm gonna get probation and that'll be that. So I'm out of pocket 10 G's. So what? I'll make the money back on YouTube video, on the YouTube freaking me pounding some troll's head in or some freaking wannabe's head in. Just saying. I noticed my wife's like, honey, it's Sunday. And calm down. I'm like, I know, but Ultra Testosterone was here. He gets me worked up. I'm just joking. Let me see. Get some. Let me see. Mac World says, you tell a story about what happened to your girlfriend when you got locked up for 13 years. Didn't you have a girlfriend when you got locked up? What happened to her? Well, Mac World, it's probably not a story my wife really wants to hear, appreciate. But the girl, her name was Ramona. I was with her for 13 years. She's a good girl. She's a really good girl. She was an angel, way better than I deserved. I was a douchebag cheating boyfriend. She stuck with it. She was like a soldier. She would not leave me. She would not. Didn't matter what I did. She was dedicated to me and was determined that someday I'll eventually become the man I am today. She believed that. She knew that someday I'd become this man, and so she was committed to it. And her friends would call her stupid, and she'd want to fight because she's like, just shut up. You don't know him like me. And anyways, and I screwed her over when I left and went away to prison. We had just bought a nice big house together, and I put it in her name. I've never had anything in my name my whole life, not a car, nothing. Everything's street money, cash. And so we had had two houses. That was our second house, and cars and toys and all that, everything in her name. And then I went to prison and screwed her over. And one thing that she lived for was her credit. She was really proud of her perfect credit. And she always split the bills with me. She didn't, even when I had money, extra money, I'd be like, here's money for all the bills. She's like, nope, I'll pay my half. And it was a lot. And she didn't make much, man. She was a manager at Ponderosa. So anyways, so I screwed her over really bad. And she kind of stuck around for about 6 years while I was in prison. And then I got the impression that she was seeing somebody because she stopped visiting as much, not answering my calls at the regular time, acting a little weird. And then it hit me. I'm like, oh, she got a fucking boyfriend or something, man. And I said, hey, listen, go on with your life, man. I don't want, and she was like, oh, we can't be friends. I'm like, no, I don't want to be friends. What the fuck I want to be friends with you? I mean, either you're mine or not. You better be good, man. I said that, he better be a good dude because if he isn't, he can be touched. And then one of my boys, even I told them about that, and my boys went in there, freaking Fat George and his brother Wally went in there and freaking was like, yo, what's up with this guy you messing with, man? And they said, just let him know that if he freaking dicks you around, we'll be back. Playing gangster, playing mobsters. They weren't, but they weren't going to do dick. Both of them but they look intimidating. There's two big one's like 400 pounds, the other one's like 300 pounds. They're Serbian. They look like they're Italian. They act like they're Italian. They always act like they're wannabe gangsters. But they went in there and told her, listen, this guy, if he dicks you around, we'll be back. Because I told them to say that. I told them, go in there and tell her. And so anyways, that was that. I did speak to her once after I got out of prison, and it was kind of weird and awkward. I had just been to Detroit, and I was actually picking my wife up at the airport, and she called me, the girl, my ex, called me while I had my wife in the car, who I just married like 3 weeks ago and just got out of prison. And it was just a weird conversation trying to, reminisce with my ex, with my girl. My wife was awkward, and then she's like, really? She's bringing up all this old kind of stories with it. And I just wanted to tell her that I was sorry for how I treated her. That was the whole purpose of the reason I wanted to talk to her. I went to her work hoping I could see her in person and just say, hey, listen, just so you know, man, I did care. I'm sorry the way I treated you. You deserve better. I hope you're happy. You know what I'm saying? And just whatever. Well, I left my number with her co-worker, and she called me like an hour later, and boom, and said, yo. So that was that. That's the story. It's kind of sad, but I hope she's happy. I don't know where she is. I have no idea where she is. I don't know her story at all. I just know that she's a good girl. So wherever she landed, boyfriend wise or husband wise or whatever, I wish her the best, and I'm sure whoever she's with is. I don't know. I heard her ex boyfriend wasn't that good of a dude. She left him. She left him 3 weeks before I got out. 3 weeks before I got out, she left her boyfriend of like 5 years, and moved out on her own. By the way, 3 weeks before I got out, and her friend says, "You're still a big part of her world." I was like, I'm getting married. I told her friend, I'm married now. I just whatever. So there's a sad story to it, but she got me through a lot of tough times, and she had my back, and always she was a gangster, top to bottom. Man, I got nothing but love for her. All right, what's that, MJ? Dude, my dog's name is Gunner with an A. It's a Nordic name that means fearless warrior. He's a black lab and the biggest baby you've ever seen. Came pheasant season though. He's a machine. Oh, come pheasant season. That's cool. Yeah, labs are really good hunting dogs and just generally good dogs. Some of them are wimpy, but some of them aren't. I had a lab that was mixed with a rot. That was Ramona, my ex-girlfriend's dog. She had him for like 10 years. That motherfucker was mean as hell. Like, he was cool, but he was, imagine a lab on steroids. That's what he looked like. Huge and mean to everybody. Not me, but everybody else. Scotty Schlemmer, what's up? What do you say? This guy said, once I made the mistake of telling some sex and the city type girls at work how I hunted and ate squirrel. Went over poorly. Well, you're not going to believe this, bro. When I got out of prison, so I eat squirrel. I like squirrel. They're really good. I haven't eaten squirrel in a few years, but when I first got out of prison, I was going for a ride on my quad, and I went down my road, and there was no squirrel there. When I came back, somebody hit a squirrel, but it was one of those hits that didn't smush him. It was perfectly in shape. Like it must have went like jumped up, bang, smashed his head, broke his neck or something, and it just flopped down. This big fat fox squirrel, big fat. I come home with it. I'm like, oh, I'm eating that. My wife's like, what the frick are you doing? I'm like, I'm eating this mother. This dude, squirrel's good. I don't care what anybody says. Squirrel's good. I told my PO and my parole officers, like, you're supposed to get a permit for that or permission to do that. It's a freaking roadkill. You're gonna violate me and send me back to prison for eating some roadkill, man? Really? The first time in history ever. So the other day, I'm going out to my deer. Check my cameras on my deer spot on the trail, and there's a half a squirrel laying there. Half, like the back legs and this is the back legs essentially, and some of the ribs gone. Whatever had killed it had ripped it in half and left the other half, and left the best part, the legs. So I said, on my way back, I'm gonna get them legs, I'm gonna skin them, and I'm gonna eat them. I'm not joking. But I forgot. So when I was going back, I went back and I forget. And then later I was like, damn it, man, I forgot to get that squirrel. And then I came back later and it was gone. So whatever it was, came back and got it. It could be an owl, could be an eagle, owl, fox, coyote, cats. We got some feral cats around here. We got some gangster ass feral cats around here. So wouldn't be surprising if the cat did. But to be perfectly honest, squirrels are tough as a mother effer, and it's tough. It's hard for a cat to kill a squirrel. I mean, they're really tough. I mean, if you ever shot and killed and cleaned one, you'll know. I mean, their skin's like leather. They bite hard as hell. They're mean. They'll bite you, and just you could jam a knife into the skin and cut it all. The cat, eagles and raptors and stuff kind of know how to do it. Coyotes too, if they get lucky. Fox is probably good. Bobcat, there's everything around here, so it could have been a bear. I mean, whatever. A bear would eat the whole thing. Whatever it was, I thought it was funny. I was gonna eat that mug. All right, I'm gonna tell you about my dog story in a minute. I'm just getting. All right, so listen, guys. I'm gonna tell you a story. What happened just now when I was hunting? I'm hunting some state land. I'm letting I almost got in a fight tonight. I mean, kind of. I wasn't really worried about getting a fight, but I was kind of went there with a dude. I'm hunting some state land that's about 5 miles from my house, right? Just because I let my land cool down. You can't hunt your land every day, all day. I only got 20 acres. I can't hunt. I hunted this morning and didn't see a deer. Heard some, but didn't see a deer. So I'm gonna let it cool down, kind of let the my scent kind of dissipate. I'm gonna go hunt the state land. So I go in there, get there about 5:15, sneak my butt in there, sit down. Well, the edge of the state land ends at like, I don't know, 300-400 yards away, 500 yards away at the most. It's real quiet night, super quiet. And some douchebag's over there, like working on his cabin. He's like a weekend warrior. He's got a cabin. He's got this little bobcat, and he's doing stuff around the yard. This guy's dog, I don't know why the dog was barking. My guess, I try to think, why would the dog be barking so much? My guess is that he had him chained up or something, and then no, because I heard him yelling, "Get out of the street!" too. I have no idea why the dog was barking. I was thinking that maybe like he had a friend there or a neighbor that didn't know the dog, so the dog was just barking. It was a big dog, like a German Shepherd or something like that. And so I didn't see the dog because I went there after it got dark. Just dog was barking and barking and barking and barking for 4 hours. I mean, 2 hours, nonstop. Did not stop. Just room, 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 room. And it's loud as hell, man. I'm in the freaking woods. It's loud as a mother effer, you know. And you know, it's like 300-400 yards away, but it's not super loud, but it's annoying. I'm out in the woods trying to enjoy myself. I'm on this big chunk of state land. Nobody else. And I know the guy's got to know I'm there because I parked right on the road and it's right down from him, like 300 yards away where they're working. So this douchebag knows somebody's back there hunting. And this freaking douchebag don't say nothing to his dog. Twice he yelled, "Hey!" That's it. Hey, hey. Your dog's been barking for an hour straight. You yell, "Hey," and then let him go. Man, I was seething, bro. I'm in there. And it wasn't, I got used to it towards the end. I'm like, yeah, whatever. But I'm going to say something to this dude, man. I'm going to go down there if they're still there. I'm going to look and tell this dude, man, what the frick is your problem, man? You can't control your freaking own dog, bro? What kind of bitch are you? So I'm not determined I'm not going to get in a fight with the guy. But, I mean, I go down there. So there's two dudes. I take them as brothers. And an older guy, which is probably their father or uncle, right? And they're all sitting around drinking beer. And they got the little bobcat there. I didn't see the freaking dog. Who knows where that thing was? There was another dog that barked sometime too. Just after by the way, I had some deer come in. I had a doe come in when I first got there. She circled around behind me. I got it on video on my GoPro, and she winded me and busted me. She's staring dead at me, and I thought that was a buck for sure because the way she came in. And then later on, this is how easy it is to blow it with deer. I hear deer coming. It's a super thick, like brushy bottom, cedar swamp bottom. And I know they're like 30 yards away. I can kind of hear it, crunch, crunch. You know, deer make a specific sound. I know the cadence, the sound of twigs cracking and stuff. Like it's not a squirrel. So I'm like, oh, there's deer coming. It might pop out on that trail while I'm waiting for him to come out on, and I might get a shot if it's a buck. But I had an itch, my arm itch right here. So I'm sitting there with my crossbow. I gotta move my finger over there and itch. As soon as I did that, I snort, take off. Man, that must have been staring dead at me. I mean, and but the wind was going this way, it was going that way, it was going this way. There was no definitive direction for the wind, which is dumb for me to hunt. I shouldn't have hunted. I knew it was when the wind's like that, you just don't bother because you're not going to beat them. You cannot beat the deer. You're never going to beat their nose, ever. This is what happens. A dummy like me goes in the woods, sits down, and waits, and the deer they bust you. That's it. You're not going to get a shot at a mature buck unless it's a fluke frame. If I spent 5 years out there, maybe I get lucky. It's not going to happen. If the wind's blowing definitively this way, and I'm hunting on this trail facing that way, you got a chance. The wind's blowing this way, you're good. They're blind if they can't smell you, but if the wind's this way, that way, this way, that way, this way. Or if it's no wind at all and it kind of just settles into the area, they got your ass, man. They get you at 50, 70, 100 yards. I had a deer tonight snort at like 300 yards away, downwind. Now, they're all snorting at me. I'm the only one in there. Anyway, so this guy at the end of the night, get my stuff in my car, and I drive down there, and I pull up in my car, roll the window down. I say, hey, man, which one of you guys got a dog? And the guy's like, oh, that'd be me. And I don't like to curse. I may have cursed a couple times. I don't like even saying it, but I was angry. I said, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? I said, you know what I'm saying? You can't control your dog? I'm like, I hate to see if you got kids, man. Your dog barked for 2 freaking hours straight nonstop, and you didn't say nothing to him. He said, what do you mean, man? I said something. I told him, I said twice. I heard your voice twice go, hey. You said, hey, and you just kept barking. In my mind, you're over here drinking a beer, smoking a joint, and just having party time. Meanwhile, I'm hunting 300 yards away. You know I'm hunting because you see my car there. You can see it. I know you saw the car. So are you that selfish or are you that dumb? Either one. One or the other. You're either dumb or selfish. Maybe you're both. I don't know. But you're so dumb. Now I'm angry. I'm turning red, veins popping out. I'm just like, I said, mother effer, you can't control your dog? What kind of man can't control his dog? If I have a dog and he starts going, shut up! And that dog shut the frick up and go, you know why? Because I'm the freaking alpha. He's going to freaking follow my lead. I had dogs. And when I said shut the F up to my dog, that mother effer shut up. I don't care what dog it was. That's because I'm not a bitch, I said. I said, clearly, you can't control your dog, and I can't imagine what your kid's doing. That's what I said. I said, I can't imagine what your kids must be doing right now. I bet they're smoking weed and playing video games in some basement somewhere. You're feeding. I said, you need to get back to the city, bro, where you belong. You're up here. I know you're a weekend warrior. And I looked at his cabin. I said, "You're up here getting ready for deer hunting season in a couple of weeks to come up and get drunk, go out in the woods and play target practice at everything that walks." I get that. That's your thing, you know. But I live up here, and up here we respect each other. I say, now, if my dog was barking and barking and barking, I don't care, because I got neighbors. There are people around, and nobody wants to hear a mother effing dog bark for 2 hours straight. Not a dog like that. Freaking German Shepherd or freaking wolf, whatever that thing was, this big. And the guys are sitting there like, huh? Yeah, no. Well, Maria said that's what they do in Roseville. They let them bark. Well, they're trailer trash. I know. And I had a neighbor's dog used to do that too. And I'd go out the window and I'd go, "Shut up!" And that dog would get so scared, man. He'd go, it was a little yapper, but I'd have to. He'd bark for 45 minutes every time the mailman went by. My dog would bark, and I'd go out there and kick the freaking, not him, I'd kick the doghouse. Because I'd say, "Shut up!" And this is that big Rottweiler Lab mix. Big motherfucker who didn't even like me that much. It's my girlfriend's dog. He had bit me before, and I'd yell at him, "Just shut the fuck up!" And he'd duck into the freaking doghouse, and then he'd keep barking, and I'd run out there and I'd kick the doghouse. Bang, shut up! And he bit my foot while I kicked the dog. His little head would pop up, wham, and bite me. I said, "Motherfucker, shut the frick up!" I mean, nobody wants to hear your dog bark for hours on end, hours and hours. People are trying to sleep, take naps, work, do whatever. And I told the guy, I said, "Hey, man, you know, we live up here. Everybody expects." And he says, "Well, I didn't know anyone's around here. You know, there's no neighbors out here right now." And I'm like, "Yeah, but I was here, man." He's like, "Well, I didn't know you were there hunting." I said, "It's state land. So we come here. I pay for this money and my I pay for this land and my taxes. So I come here and enjoy a nice, peaceful, quiet evening and do some deer hunting. And you're over here with a bobcat yelling, 'Hey!' with your boys drinking beers and got your stupid dog barking for 2.5 hours straight." I said, "Sound like a good time to you?" He's like, "Oh, no, man. I know you're back there, bro." I'm like, "All right, well, next time you freaking know. Maybe you should learn how to freaking control your dog." That's what I said. Yeah, it's hunting season. My wife said, "And it's hunting season." Hello? Well, that's why I said. I said, either you're really dumb or really selfish, because either or, it is hunting season. You saw my car sitting there. I'm pretty sure you saw it. And you do have a dog that's barking incessantly for like 2.5 hours straight. Any normal person in their right mind would have said, "Shut the up" to the dog and made him shut up. You didn't. You just let him roll. What? Your dog is in distress, bro. That's what I said. Your dog is in some kind of distress. Like, who? Why would a dog bark for 2.5 hours straight, nonstop, incessantly? He's sick? Is he hurt? What's going on? Is he being attacked? You know, you didn't even address it. You just went 2 times with "Hey," and the dog kept barking because you're a pussy. What's that? Turn around and left. That's life. All right, let me get somebody's questions. Vernon hit me with a 5. Listen, oh yeah. Janet, where's Janet at? George Caius. Janet, what's up? There's my girl. I talked to her earlier. A little worried about her. Her dad's a hunter. That's all I know. Because she texted me and I was like, "I'm hunting." And she's like, I'm like, "Your dad's a hunter, right?" Was a hunter, right? She's like, "Yep, hunter right till he died." I'm like, "Yeah." So you understand when I get in the zone, I'm in the zone, the hunting zone. What? She says, "What up, brother?" Let me see. So, "What up, brother? Thanks for checking in on me yesterday. Tell your beautiful wife I said hello. Miss you guys. Hope hunting is going good." Yeah, well, you just heard the story about tonight's hunt. Wasn't the greatest, but things can be worse. My wife made me lasagna, Janet. So life could be worse. That's the nice thing about lasagna. You don't even need to heat it up. You can eat it cold. You know, I'm critical about lasagna. It's just never my grandmother's. My mother made it just as good as my grandmother. But after you are subjected to the best lasagna in the world, which is always going to be your grandmother, straight from Sicily, anytime you eat lasagna after that, it's just kind of like, it's not my grandma's. But this is good. This is pretty close. It's pretty close. There's a certain textural difference, but it's good. My grandma liked lasagna. She made it a lot. And she always made it for the holidays, like Christmas and stuff. That was like a side dish, you know, lasagna. We might have spadini, zalun. We always have pasta. You always have pasta meal. So pasta meal with lasagna is lasagna. So you start off with lasagna and clear the table, and then they bring them spadini, breaded Sicilian steak, whatever. Thanks, George. He said, "It's been a minute since I kicked in. Appreciate you." And yeah, I heard that there was some, honey, can I have something to drink, please? The purple drink's fine. George Caius, I think you were talking about, somebody else said there was a troll using my name on that Tony Pizzas thing and talking trash and starting stuff. I'm goofy, low life. Fair Life Milk is the bomb. Yes, it is. Yeah, hit the like button, you guys. Only 24 likes here. Come on, man. I got 40 people listening. Hit the freaking like button. What's wrong with you? Cindy says, thank you. Cindy says boil some water in the microwave and then just wipe it out.
That's what I did, but I put vinegar in
it. She said that's what she did, but she put vinegar in it. So tricky, smart women, huh? Oh man, John Doe is always busting my balls about something. This freaking dude, this guy, he says crossbow, straight beta style. Mother effer, have you got off your couch in 5 years? In the last 5 years, post me a picture of something you've done in the beta style. Crossbow it's lethal. It's deadly. It's way more effective for me. There are guys who are very good shots with a bow. I'm not one of them. So I want to make sure if I shoot a deer, I kill it. I do not want to wound it. I can't live with wounding a deer. Bow, I'm good at about up to like 15 yards, maybe 18 at the most, 20. I shot one at like 18 yards. I made a high double long and killed it, but I just don't want to risk it. Now, what if I see a 10-point buck cruising along at 30 yards? I know I can hit the deer, but that don't mean I'm going to kill it because you got a kill radius of about this big. I might hit over here. I don't want to risk wounding the animal. If I have the crossbow, scope, shot, bang, dead deer. I got it, 100%. So that's why I use a crossbow, because I'm humane. I got a bad eye. I don't know if I've told you guys this before. I have one bad eye. So when I look into a scope or when I'm aiming, my eye is messed up. And I'm no longer as accurate as I used to be. It just can't shoot as good. So it is what it is. I had a blood vessel burst in my eye. I had 26 injections in my eye. There's videos of it on YouTube. Teddy the Kid, what's up? Teddy the Kid said, Teddy, you ever go back over the border when I was a kid? Yeah, man, you ain't listening to my stories. Dude, I got shows. I got entire shows where I talk about clubbing in Canada. I did a show. Pretty sure I told the story about when I did the boat scam in Canada, where I scabbed Tony Giacalone's boat plug because his nephew. We ran a boat over to Canada for his birthday, and we made $5,000 when we did it. Stolen boat, badass boat. We partied on it at Metro Beach like the whole weekend. Partied on it, and then he said, take it across the lake to this marina and call this guy Frank, and we did. And then we were like, the guy's like, I'm like, do you need any more of these boats? And the guy's like, yeah, gave me his number. So we started stealing boats. Eventually, we did a bunch of them, man. Made a freaking ton of money. But eventually, Tony found out, and he said, no, now you got to go through me. So after we had to go through him, and there's one other middleman, at the end of the day, we were getting like $1,000. We could steal a $100,000 boat and bring it over there and each get like $2,000. This wasn't even worth the risk. Plus, it was pretty hot. We stole a lot of them. But yeah, I was in Canada all the time, bro. All the time. I got great Canadian stories. I have told another story how I went over there with my boys, the whole crew. We got in a big fight, and Canadians ran us up out of there, man. There was like 5 or 6 of us in a car, but they came deep, man. They came deep. When Windsor boys came, there must have been 20 of them with baseball bats and hockey sticks. It was funny. The one dude, we're walking down the street smoking a joint with my boy Jose and Jay. I said, you guys want to smoke a joint? Well, the other guys were waiting for pizza. This is like downtown Windsor somewhere, just across the bridge. It's like being downtown Detroit is what it looks like. Not a lot of people around, though. It was like very industrial. I don't know what the frick neighborhood was. So they go to this pizza place, order some pizza. We're all high, stoned. And I was like, and I had a big fat joint. And I'm like, yo, Jay, Jose, us three go walk down the road, smoke this fatty. They're like, all right, bet. So walking out, Jay's a tough kid. And Jose, he's a pussy, but he's a Puerto Rican kid. He was like Puerto Rican and Norwegian. Good looking kid, funny, real funny. Not really a fighter, though. He might pretend he was tough. I don't think he'd been in a fight in his life. Jay would fight. And anyways, we're smoking a joint, pass along. Here comes these freaking 2 dudes. They're coming down the thing. And my boys naturally kind of fall in behind me on the sidewalk because I'm bigger. I got a workout like tank top on or something, and like workout pants, you know. And the dudes kind of go around me. I don't move for them. I just give it, and they go around me. But my boys are behind me, and they kind of bump into my boys. Bang! And my boy turns around like, "What's your problem, man?" The guy says, "What's your problem?" He thinks it's like what was that movie? Outsiders. The guy freaking takes his bottle and smashes it off the fence and breaks his bottle. Right? He's like, "What's up? What you want to do?" The other guy's got a hockey stick, and my boys kind of get behind me, of course, because I'm the tough one. So, and I get like this. I'm like, I said, "What you gonna do, man? What you want to do then? What you gonna do with that hockey stick?" And he's like waving it by my face. It's right here. And he's like, "I'll carve you up with this motherfucker. I'll carve you." I said, "Yeah, you gonna carve me up? You know, I wait for the right side. I grab it, man. I yanked it out of his hand. I yanked it out of his hand so bad I almost fell. Boom. And he looked at me like, and then like I was just gonna start beating him with it, but they took off running. So they ran through an alley and whatever. Now I'm annoyed as hell. I'm like, because they saw him running in the alley, go and he just go to Tony's house, and they're going to get the boys. So I kind of speed walk back with my boys to this pizzeria, and I'm like, "Yo, we just got into it with these dudes on the block out here. Maybe we should bounce, you know?" And they know if I'm saying that, then it's serious because I'm like usually the one who's like running into a fight. But I'm not in my neighborhood. I don't know nobody. I don't know where I'm at. I don't know the neighborhood. I don't know what's nothing. I'm out of my element. I'm scared. You know what I'm saying? I don't freaking be out there in the middle of freaking Canada and it happened. And exactly what I was scared of happened. So they're like, we'll just wait for our pizza. We only got like 10 more minutes, then we'll grab it and go. And they're like, "I'll come," right? And I'll keep looking out the door. I keep looking out the door. You know, I'm like, "All right, man, whatever." And I look out the freaking door and look out the door, and here comes like 20 mother effers. Baseball bats, pipes, and hockey sticks. I said, "We gotta go, man. Let's go. Let's go. Here they come." And my boys we all pile out and look. I'm like, "Yeah, get in the car." And they're running now. They're all running down the block towards us. Dude, we got out of there. Like, I think as we peeled off, they like whacked the car with a freaking baseball bat and hit the car. We barely made it out of it. Barely. Just about it. Literally, like, if it would have been 3 seconds longer, we would have had to stay and fight. It was crazy. Canada. It was like some outsider stuff. Kids Nice. What's up, Kids Nice? You should try to get Jackie Jackaloni on the podcast. Yeah. Yeah. That'll never happen ever in history, ever. Just so you know. No, Jackie Jackaloni would never even. There would be no active Detroit wise guy ever would ever go on any podcast, any show, any YouTube, anything ever. Never. It'll never happen. Not in your lifetime, or mine. Huh? My wife said even I knew that. And some people don't know. I don't know. Felice, thank you for the $25 Cash App donation. Very nice of you. Very generous of you. If you like, I'll send you one of those books. I don't know if you're a reader, but if you want one of these books that were the guests on my radio show, I have some books to give away. I'll send you a couple of them. They're good books. You know what I'm saying? Very interesting characters, very interesting authors I've had on the show. So happy to send you one on me. Well, on you, I guess. You know, donate. But thank you, man. I appreciate the generosity. And it's it helps. It does help. I'm not saying I don't. I'm not saying I do it this for that because I don't do it for that. I don't care. But what I will say is thank you when you do. Thank you. And it's more of a I'm grateful that you appreciate me. Thank you. Not thank you for the money. I'm not worried about the money, but it helps, and I'm grateful for it. But it's like more of the fact that hey, man, this is a dude who freaking values me and my content so much that he's willing to say, hey, man, let me support you and help you pay. I gotta take this shirt off. Who? Dino Lombardo. Also, shout out to Janet, by the way. Recognize this shirt? Huh? I wear it. It's my Lucky Hunting shirt now. It's camo. It's still. Thank you, Janet. Dino Lombardo. Thank you, brother. Hit me up with a $40 donation to my Snapchat. Let's PayPal. Oh, not Snapchat. I was Cash App, but PayPal. Thank you, Dino. Dino is a super supportive paisan. He's always there for me, always supporting, always donating. Obviously, I'm someone to him. He kind of says, I appreciate your work that you put into your content every day. I do 7 shows a week. And so I give 7 shows a week. And I put, some time and energy. One of the things that everybody here who really knows me knows, but you don't know for real is that I have migraine headaches all day, every day. I wake up with them and I go to bed with them. And the one thing that irritates them, that makes them worse, is talking. That's the one thing. So if I have an extended conversation for more than like 3 to 5 minutes, I start to get this pressure here and pounding and it gets stuffed up. It's kind of nasal. Oh, my wife, really? I'll tell you. So I have this pounding headache. So every time I do a show like this, every show, and I do 7 a week, I end up with a pounding, throbbing, dull, all here, right there. Like if if somebody threw a softball and hit you in the face right here, bang, that's kind of how it feels right now. I'm just used to it. I'm tough. Kratom helps too. By the way, I punched my wife in the face last night, in the nose, accidentally, while I was sleeping. True story. What? My wife says, tell him you do that a lot. I'm like, no, I don't. She says when you're dreaming, you're always flailing around punching people. I am? I am?
Yeah. I mean, you're always grabbing my hair, kicking my leg, or kneeing me in the stomach.
Are you guys hearing this? She's like, you always grabbing me by the hair, kneeing me, punching me in the stomach. Like I beat my wife up in my sleep. No, I don't.
Well, it was like never been hurt.
She said it's never been hard, but last night I punched her straight in the nose and she heard it go crunch. Oh, I felt so bad.
I didn't know what you were dreaming about either.
I don't know what I was dreaming about either, but just feel bad. You know, who the frick wants to punch their wife? I mean, she woke me up. She's like, she didn't wake me up.
No, I was up, and I think I ended up waking you up by tossing, turning, and groaning and moaning, and you woke up to go to the bathroom.
Oh.
And I told you, you're like,
come here, let me hear this. Get close so I can hear it.
Oh, well.
What happened?
I was awake, groaning and making noise.
After I punched.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I saw stars, and I didn't know how to react. It's like, what the hell just happened? But me doing that, I think woke you up because you got up to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And I was like, Gunny, you hit me. And you're like, no, I didn't. Yeah, you did. You just punched me. And you're like, no, I just woke up. You just woke up. I said, no, I've been up for 10 minutes trying to figure out what the hell just happened.
And I'm always punching and lurching around in my sleep.
Yeah, you jerk and flail around a lot.
Jerk and flail. I do the irk and jerk. Irk and jerk. I'd be flailing, baby. Irk and jerk. Well, I punched my wife in the face last night. So
You want some ragtime?
shout out to Macworld for the $1.99 super chat. Yes, thank you, brother. Where to go? Wherever it is. Yes, I would love some more eggnog. That would be great. I was just thinking, it read my mind. Tennessee and Tampa is my Super Bowl prediction, says Jim McLaughlin. Well, you're going to have to put that on Thursday's show because I don't watch the NFL anymore. I'll leave that to Larry. What if Jeff Carnesi said he has real street cred? Is that true, Gunner? You're joking, right? You're joking. I hope you're joking. Jeff Carnesi, first of all, is not even his real name. He's like Irish from like Carolina. He's just a mob groupie. And that's it. And he rides the dick of Philly mob because they talk to him and they tell him what to say and do, whatever. He's a clown. He's the original mob groupie clown. Dogging out, he was dogging Scott Bernstein and calling him not a real journalist. And I mean, what a moron. To say something like that about Scott Bernstein, you have to really be stupid or and ignorant. That's it. But Carnesi's a joke. He's a guy, if I saw him in real life, I would slap him, but I get it on camera just so I can make fun of him after I did it. Just saying. I was supposed to be one of the hosts for the Mob Movie Con thing, and I was hoping he was going to be there. So I was going to say, here's my camera, video this. And I was going to walk up, I'm going to throw it. I'm like, you got a smart mouth, huh? Because he lied about me. He lied. He literally, the dude's a pathological liar. He's a sociopath. He said that I threatened to smash his head in with a baseball bat because he wouldn't have me on his show. I was like, I didn't even know who the frick dude was. No idea. And I messaged him one time years ago, said, hey, interested in having me on your show? He wrote back and said, no. One word, no. I wrote back, any reason in particular why? He blocked me. That's that. Next thing you know, he's on a show saying that I threatened to smash his head in with a bat and kill him. I'm like, dude, while I was on parole, I'm like, I would never say that, ever, while I was on parole. Because that's all it takes to send me back. With my record and what I'm on parole for and my violent record, if all you'd have to do is call my parole officer and say that I said that, and I'm gone. That's it. So I would have never said that in a million years. Guy's a freaking sociopath. Then I start hearing from other people that he does that to lots of other people. Like just make some shit up. Just flat out just make stuff up and just to start drama and lies. It's typical of the mob tube sphere where they got nothing going. And they got no story of their own. No interesting stories of their own. No street cred. Never did nothing. They just look stuff up, Wikipedia, read, Google, whatever. Got nothing really going. So they just make some shit up stir up the pot, and then go and go. He said this. He's not that. And says this. And there's that. And all lies and bullshit. Like the fat bald Sicilian dork was saying I was begging him for money. First of all, he knew my Instagram was hacked. Everybody told me. He's going, look at how they wrote. Look at how he writes. He's supposed to be an author. Everything he said was bullshit. And he knows that. Instagram. He wasn't even one of my followers on Instagram, so it never came from me. Some of the dorky dorks that ride his dick saw it, had a text said, "Oh, look what he sent me. Post it, put it out there. This is what he said." And then he was like, when I went off on him about I thought he called because I was dumb. I listened to some mob groupie dork trying to kick up drama and message me and say, he said your grandpa was a rat. I said, what the frick are you talking about, man? I take that personal, man. This freaking, you're saying my grandpa's a rat, mother effer? And so he's like, oh, I never said that. How could you not know that Novi Toko's a rat? You're supposed to be part of that family. You're supposed to be in that life, in that world. How would you not know? I'm like, you dumbass idiot. Of course I knew that, man. I was rounded up and part of that whole freaking 96 game tax thing because of Novi. I know Novi. I know he's a freaking rat, but he's not. I tell you who I was talking about. And he said, no, I didn't say him. I said, grandpa. He didn't say I said your grandpa. He said, I said, no, man. I'm like, yeah, well, you told all your freaking dorky, wannabe groupie mob listeners, or who are going that I said this and that and that. It's all bullshit. He just makes it up, and then he puts his opinion of me out there. He's like, oh, I don't really believe his opinion or his rank and status in the family was really what he says it is, and blah blah blah. And I'm just like, what? You don't even know nothing about me or my family. Nothing. Probably never watched a single video. Never did no homework. Never done nothing. I mean, who are you? Just some fat dork who freaking Googles up Wikipedia pages and reads to the mob groupies world? I mean, anyways.
Oh my God. Your trolls have pretended you actually super chatted money.
What?
Scroll down, man. Had to block them.
What happened?
There's a guy in there. How can he have the same freaking name as you?
I'm getting super chats from a I don't see it, but I got a super chat from a dumber. I mean, this is how dumb they are. Dumber Alan Lim. This is classic. This is how small-minded, small-brained, infantile they are. Dumber Alan Lindgoon. What does your fart smell like? I mean, this is the mentality and the level of intelligence we're dealing with. But thank you, bro. Not for the $1.99, just because you're a moron and you basically scream to the world. I have zero life. I am low intelligence. I have no wit. Nothing. Hey, what does your fart smell like? I am dumber, Alan Lindgoon. Here's 99. Maybe you'll post it up there and show. I'm going to show everybody. I'm showing everybody, not because you did the super chat, because you are an idiot. Dumber, Alan Lindgoon. I mean, it's what do your farts smell like? My farts smell probably a lot like your future. Yeah, I'm probably a lot like your future. Where you're going in life, right? Down the toilet. That's the best you got, pal. Good luck.
But look, there's somebody actually on there that Dan had to block that put Gunnar Alan Lindgoon with your actual picture.
Yeah.
Your actual YouTube. How can they do that? How can they do the same exact name? I don't understand that.
I don't know. I mean, as long as the dude's not saying nothing inappropriate. Well, he said Jake Paul wouldn't want to talk to a mafia enforcer like me. What's your favorite color? Pink. I mean, just weirdos. Popcorn Sutton, though. Thank you, brother. That's the best. That may be the best freaking handle on YouTube right there. If you don't know who Popcorn Sutton is, motherfucker, you need to go look him up. That was a gangster. Popcorn Sutton was a moonshine kingpin from like Kentucky or Tennessee, and he had made like millions of dollars. Rumor had it he had $1 million, and the IRS said, "Pay us that $1 million for the back taxes you owe for all the freaking moonshine you sold, whatever." And he said, "Kiss my ass, I'll die before I give you the money." And he did. That's gangster. He's an old man though. Pretty gangster. Felice, when's my next book coming out? I would really love to get it out by Christmas, but I can't make any promises, man. I got a lot to do in the book. The story itself is almost done. Well, 2/3 done. But there's the editing and proofing process is several months. And if I had full time, if I could full time commit to it, if I didn't have to do all this stuff and like manage the apparel and I didn't have to do the radio show and a spot, then I could focus more time on it. But I don't know. Realistically, probably, yeah, I would say late winter, early spring. That's probably the best, most honest. You know, I wanted to get it out there by Christmas because that's the season. But it's also cool to have it out by the summer season where people sit out on the chair in the sun or on the beach and they read on their Kindle and they read books. So whatever the case, it's coming. Look at dumber Alan Lindblom. Why is Detroit so smelly? What is it? I mean, how is an adult? Obviously, he is extreme arrested development. Unless it's literally a 10-year-old. Imagine if oh right, it's probably my sister. Imagine if that's a grown man on there. But it's likely that's a grown man. That's like a 25, 30-year-old dude, man. Why is Detroit so smelly? What do your farts smell like? Got my name. Using my name as a troll thing. He'll use my name for a couple days and everybody will think he's an idiot. And it'll change it to somebody else and start some trouble. What do your farts smell like? And he's, Mom, can I have a sandwich? Honey, what are you doing? Don't make me take away the freaking Wi-Fi code again. Back in the porn? I like girls. Never touched one, but I like them. Kenneth Ledford said, the real Motor City madman right here. That's right. Felice. Thank you again, Felice. John Doe, who I believe is a good dude at heart, even though he busts my balls a lot. I've come to John Doe, to be honest. He said Gunner shouldn't be giving out fire content for free. I don't really give it. I do give it out for free. If anyone wants to donate, cool, like donate, whatever. Jim McLaughlin says, what casino in Detroit gets it in the most? Motor City or Greektown? What do you mean gets it in? Like where you win the most, or where it gets who's most mobbed up? I don't know. Motor City used to be everything around this, everything but the casinos. There's so much. That's a subject I don't want to broach. But if you read my book, you can put two and two together. But there was they wanted the city wanted a black-owned casino, so the mob got a black guy, put him in the front, got in there, and then they got all the contracts for everything, for the food, for the valet parking, to the linen, to the blah 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 blah. There's 100 different contracts, and all went to mob guys. The parking, it's all mob guys, everything. So and then the front man, the black face of the casino, he's kind of just a freaking, what do they call them? They had a term for it, straw man, if you will. That's a fact, Ultra Test. He would never want that. FBA says 250 people watch this video. That's crazy. Well, here's the thing. The people who watch this video, though, are a bunch of freaking half-wit retards. They're like the ones they're like the kid who just said, why is Detroit so smelly? What's your fart smell like? And they change it. And these are the people that watch. So there's a lot of little weird groupies and weirdos and wannabes. They don't want good content and characters. They want drama and dumb stuff. So that's why they go over there. But, I mean, those people aren't buying novels and reading 500-page novels. They're not buying apparel. They're not, supporting a channel or someone like me. They're just weirdo kids. They got nothing better to do. They can't even afford Netflix, Mommy took away the friggin' their Xbox because they friggin', wouldn't clean up after themselves. So they got nothing. They just troll. So sure, just because you have 2 or 3 or if you have a couple thousand views, it means nothing. And maybe that's good for him. Maybe if he's getting super chats from these little nerds, and these channels do, and he's making a couple $100 a week, God bless him. I mean, if that's these panders to that group and that demographic, that's not mine. That's not my demographic. I'm looking for people who are middle-aged, intellectual, educated people who have disposable income to spend on apparel or a book or whatever. Like my market, if they say, "Wow, I heard this book sounds good. I'm going to order right, honey, order that book." They can order the 2 books for $40 and they don't put a dent in there, nothing. They're just like, it's nothing. It's $40. You know what I'm saying? I want that tracksuit. It's $200. I want that. Honey, order me this tracksuit. Bam, but whatever. And it's nothing to them. It doesn't put it down. It's to them kids, a $200 tracksuit. They're like, oh yeah, that's like what my mom gives me the whole month for spending money. That's 20 dime bags. You know what I'm saying? I could never afford a $200 tracksuit. That's 20 freaking dime bags right there. So he may have views. He can have those views. They're not the views I want. Joe, you should have booked Gunner. What does that mean? Do you know Bobby Louisi? Yes, Dr. Andy. He's been on my show 2 times. Backdrop guy, Larry King vibe. Didn't realize that, but yeah, I get it. How are you doing tonight, Al? I'm good. Thanks, XX Thriller Killer ZXX from Ontario. Canada still looks beautiful, the countryside. Yeah, it does, I'm sure. JC West Coast, what's up, man? These dummies think they can beta dick shame you into trying to shoot guns instead of a bow, which means you are arrested. Doesn't work, haters. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I don't think that's what dude was saying. He was just busting my balls. I'm not an idiot though. I mean, I'm gonna come on here and tell you how to. I'm out there hunting with a rifle. You think I'm retarded? That's like the kids who go on here and say, what do your farts stink like, smell like? Those kids probably would do something like that, but I'm not an idiot. Even if I did have a gun, which I don't, I wouldn't come on YouTube talking about it unless I could do it legally. I carry a BB gun when I'm trout fishing. Yeah, I know. Jim McLaughlin says you won't get within range of the bow for a mountain goat. Maybe. That's not entirely true. I've seen it done. Google it. There are guys who shot mountain goats and rams with bows and crossbows. It's really hard. I mean, unlikely, but it happens. You got to be in really good shape. You're going to basically climb along the side of a mountain for like a week. It's living, sleeping, talking, and walking on the side of a mountain for like a week with a guide. You might be able to do it, may not. And it's probably 20% chance.
Jim McLaughlin just told a story earlier about how he saw a squirrel fall out of a tree and die like that.
No way. Hold on, Jim McLaughlin. I'm going to tell you a story about the deer. Did you hear the story about how a squirrel fell out of the tree and died at my feet while I was squirrel hunting once? I don't know if I told that story on here. It's literally the weirdest thing that has ever happened to me in my life. The weirdest thing. I've had a lot of weird freaking crap happening. I was out squirrel hunting. I was like 12 years old, heading back to camp, looking up in these trees for squirrels, and a squirrel came crashing out of the tree and landed at my feet dead. Died. Had a heart attack and died. Never could figure it out. I went and told my dad. He's like, we're looking at it. There's no marks on it. Freaking bizarre, bro. Yeah, Jim McLaughlin said he watched mountain goat hunting earlier. That's extreme. That is extreme. I'd love to do it. I'm still in pretty good shape. I could do it. I am in good enough shape to do that mountain goat hunting. Yeah, with a crossbow at the very least, or a rifle. But I mean, if I could legally do it with a rifle, but with a crossbow, if I get a really good crossbow, man, you can reach out 75 yards easy with a crossbow. I mean, that's enough. Even 100 yards if you got a really good crossbow. But anyways, that's nuts. Yeah. What did Janet say here? You got all season to have better days. Just pray. I'm glad you're getting your Sunday dinner. Thank you, Janet. I'm sure that you're cooking up a storm yourself because Janet is a cooker. She's a Sicilian woman. And all Sicilian women have it in them to cook basically every day. It's pretty much their passion. And it's all Sicilian women. Not my sister, though. That's weird. I don't know. Maybe my sister cooks, but she didn't when I was young. Yeah. This Ultra Chat says, some trolls using your name to start fights with Tony Pizza now. Yeah, I can care less. Guy's got nothing to do. I mean, I'm pretty sure Tony knows I wouldn't do that. I don't even know the guy, Tony Pizza. But anyone so hopefully you guys told them and said, that's not Gunner. He would never do that. Guy's out freaking hunting right now. He gives a shit about Tony Pizza. I don't know the guy. I wish him the best. I got nothing against him. And most of these freaking douchebags, at least he's a street guy who's been there and done that and had things and like been in the street, walked, shot mother effers, beat up and was not somebody just talking about it who was really just some dork, cokehead, loser, fat dork, whatever, whoever, which one. I'm not talking about anyone specific. I'm saying all of them. These kids they were never no street nothing. At least Tony Pizza was a street guy, I guess. I'm assuming. I don't know. I have no idea who the guy is. Don't know his story. Know nothing about him. No. I don't even want. I mean, he popped up and he was beefing out with these guys. I'm like, it must be some old wise guy, I guess, or something. I don't care. Who's with me on the eggnog, though? Eggnog is the greatest thing in the universe. Same. Jamaica Walker, what's up, player? Nah, that's like saying you're a pussy to bring a gun to a knife fight. A crossbow is a better weapon all day. Yeah, exactly. It's like saying bring a gun to a knife fight. Yeah. Crossbow's a better weapon. It's deadlier. It's more accurate. It's just a more humane. Huh? Well, he's talking about he was comparing it to a bow, like a regular bow. It's not quieter than a regular bow. To a gun, no. But I shot those 2 deer with the crossbow in 30 seconds a couple years ago, and had I shot the doe with the rifle, I would have never got the buck. I shot the doe with the crossbow, and then she ran off and died. And then I'm getting ready to walk out, and here comes a buck that had been chasing her. So I was able to reload the crossbow in a tree stand, and he come in. I shot his ass too and got him. Had I shot her with a rifle, that buck would have been gone. So yeah, I have a felony. Hit the like, yeah. To knock wife's lasagna is so forfeit any future homemade meals. Yeah, to knock the wife's lasagna is to forfeit any future homemade meals. No, I'm not knocking him. It's a good lasagna. She did good. I'm a tough critic. Have you seen the movie 2015 Legend? I Am Legend? Is that I don't know. Is that with Will Smith? Because NJL, do you consider yourself a Wonder Bread WAP? Does that mean white WAP? Yeah, I'm white. I mean, all the Italians are, you know. So are Spanish, so are French, so are Greek. We're all white, all of us. There's no other way around it. You know, unless you're Asian or like Indian descent, like Mexican Indian descent, or black, or like, you know, Pakistani Indian like that too. Then you're white. That's it. You're white. Jews, white. We're all white. So Arabs are white. Arabs are white. You have North African Arabs that are kind of more mixed and had mixed with some sub-Saharan black slaves, you know, over the last few thousand years. So they kind of are darker. So they're not white, but if Middle Eastern Arabs typically are white, or white as I am, or white, you know, some of them, they're dark haired, dark black, but they're still white. I mean, they're white people. You know, we won't call them Anglo, but they're Caucasian, exactly. I see you, Hunter. Just want to get to you. What's up, man? Been taking care of my aunt and with dementia, still trying to get up there, man. I'd love to get up there. Love to see you, Mustache. Love to see you, Hunter. Get up here, man. Mustache P said Gunner just proved he could even tell a story about a dog for too long. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it was too long. I think you meant to use the word TOO. Have a shot at some grammar check, and then that way I'll know what you mean. But anyways, talking about a dog, yeah, the freaking dog wanted to kill that dog tonight. It'd be a shame if something happened to that dude's cabin, like fire from lightning strike or something. Believe me, I thought about that too. I'm like, dude, wouldn't it be a shame if something bad happened to this dude's place? I would never do that. I know. Joe Black said that's a long time for a dog to be barking. Hell yeah, it was. Joe be freaking crazy. Well, Dr. Andy, have you seen the 1999 movie Casino? Why do you keep asking me about these movies? I'm not a huge movie dude, but I do. I seen Casino. I didn't like it. It was too long for me. It's too long. You could have cut freaking about an hour out of it. I've been fine. Kind of dragged it out, in my opinion. It's a good movie. What do you call a female Staffordshire Terrier that's been puking out 99% of the dogs in any neighborhood from 13 years? That's my girl. That's funny, your dog, huh? Felice says, you're the man, Gunner. Respect goes a long way. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't have respect these days. That's true, Felice. Yeah, I just want to go back and make sure I got everyone to say not to do dumb. I know, exactly. George says, no, that dude was that dumb. He knew his dog was blowing up the spot. Exactly. Yeah. And JL this says, Gunner doesn't do blow. Blow does Gunner to get energy. It's right. You know what I'm saying? My trademark sucker punch. It's another ball bust from if I'm looking you in the face after you bump me in the club, I bump you, knock your drink out of your hand, and I say, what's up, man? And you say, what's up? You got a problem? I said, yeah, I got a problem. He says, well, then what's up? If I break your jaw and hit you in the mouth, that's not a sucker punch. I let you have every chance in the world. I have sucker punched a couple of people, like robbing drug dealers. I sucker punched one huge giant bodybuilder dude. Freaking was walking out of the club one time. I'm like, I'm gonna let him have it before his face come out. And I sucker punch him. But for the most part, 99 times out of 100, if I'm in your face and we're having words like mother effer, who's you? What you think? What you want to do? Whatever. And you're talking aggressively towards me, and I freaking break your jaw and knock you out. That's not a sucker punch, man. You were getting in a fight. A sucker punch if I snuck up from behind, like people have done to me several times, where I'm not even looking. I'm over here. Somebody comes over, wham, hits me. That's a sucker punch. If I'm looking you dead in the face saying, what's up then? What you want to do? Wham! And I hit you in the head. That ain't sucker punch, just so you know. So get your ass off the couch. Meet me in the ring. You're from the Detroit area. Maybe we can meet down in Detroit and we'll go in the ring. All right? You can sucker punch me. I'll sucker punch you then. We'll look dead at each other. Put some gloves on. Ready to go. 16 ounce, 4 ounce, whatever you want. Get a little workout in. Peel your ass off. I think John Doan's a fat, probably like 40-year-old dude. That's just my theory. Yeah, maybe could be anything. Could be a 18-year-old skinny kid. But in my mind, you're like a fat 40-year-old dude who doesn't do much. Now I'm going to try to get your ass off the couch to do something more than just talk trash. Lexi Johnson, I see you. Oh yeah, exactly. Joe Black said that gave me extreme headache. That freaking mother effer. All right, I'm gonna go down to these comments. I got a lot of comments tonight, and I just want to thank. I want to thank Dumber Gunnar Lindblom again for the super chat and the laugh. And the laugh. What do your farts smell like? Like your future, Bright. MGM is great. Nah, I don't like any of them casinos down Detroit. Yeah, Guy Jukes, what's up, Greens, and good luck from Busselton, Virginia, Washington.
Tell him to take his.
Who?
Doug Harlan. Tell him to go.
Doug Harlan. My wife is saying.
Take her to Soaring Eagle and stay at the hotel there.
My wife is saying go to Soaring Eagle and stay at the hotel, the one in Mount Pleasant.
Mm-hmm. It's a nice hotel.
Yeah, I've heard that place is nice. There's a casino.
I won $500 last time I was there.
Remember? My wife won $500 last time she was there. Took 100 in, locked out 500, and walked away. Good, smart girl. He said, me and my wife are going to go spend the night at one of the casinos. Which you recommend? But he's not in Detroit per se. He's in Dearborn, I think. So he doesn't want to drive all the way to freaking Mount Pleasant from Dearborn.
My favorite.
I'd go to Greektown, but
Greektown's probably more fun to be in the area, but Motor City was always my favorite.
Why?
Yeah.
Why? I lost a bunch of money in Motor City.
Oh, you did?
I hate Motor City.
Oh, I always did good thing.
I won a bunch of money in Vegas, and it's like, oh man, this whole blackjack thing. I'm a freaking card counter in my mind. I'm a card counter, and now, so I go to I won $14,000 in Vegas. I'm like, this is awesome. Let's start going to casinos in Detroit and lose every freaking time. I'm like, well, no, they had digital card counters in Detroit. They have the automatic card shufflers. So they put them in the thing, it shuffles. In Vegas, they have a free shuffle. And then the best one is they have a single deck table. So if you can find a single deck, that Bally's had a single deck. You get 5 people at a table on a single deck table. 5 people all playing. You can count cards, even if you're not like a master count counter. You can put the odds in your favor enough to win where you're winning more. That's what I do. I try to get 5 people to all sit at the one single card table, and then as soon as I start winning a lot, they shut the table down. And it's like, oh, dealer's going to the freaking other table. No more. Like as soon as you start winning, a couple $1,000, like they're out of there. Damn, Gunner gave a squirrel a heart attack. I don't know what happened, bro. Eggnog slaps. The quality dairy eggnog all day. Oh, man. Eggnog slaps. The quality dairy, bro. So good. My wife found some last year that was like locally made artisanal freaking eggnog. It was so creamy and good. I might kill for it. I'm just saying. My death row meal? What's my death row meal, honey?
I don't know. I would guess Spadini and oxtails.
That's a good one. She said Spadini and oxtails. That's probably what I'd have. Spadini and oxtails, gallon of eggnog. Oh yeah, like 12 cannolis. I'm gonna eat cannolis till I pass out with eggnog. Scott Brent says they got repeating crossbows with pick rails. You can mount an infrared laser and use it with a knife. And yeah, I don't think that's legal though. Yeah, eggnog is good taste like a milkshake except with egg. Joe Black says, yeah, man, it's dope. Custom 308 Weatherby splattered burl forehead and stock. Spattled burl forehand. Sounds like a nice gun. Walnut. Bobby Louisi paid to get made. I think he did. I've heard that too. Possibly he paid Joe Merlino to get him made. Should get Tony Pizza on the show and could tell his story. I might do that. I'll message him. I might do that. I don't know Tony Pizzas, but I don't really know nothing about the dude. But he seems like a nice enough guy. Jim McLaughlin, I bred some game dogs. Bring that stuff to Oklahoma. 22 environment life. All right, you guys. You know what? I'm gonna get ready to tell Alter Test Stacks is live. Tell Stacks I said what's up. Don't argue with genius. What up, Gunner? Hope all is well, my man. Everything is good, bro. Thank you. J.R.R. Tolkien. Really, bro? That's awesome. J.R.R. Tolkien is definitely not a sucker punch if you are giving them a chance to walk away. Thank you, John Doe. You know, this is me in the club. If I see the guy walking around all puffed up, all steroided out, I sold steroids. So I know what they do to people. I know how they make you act, and I know how to make you look. I see guys in the club. I've known them for years. I've seen them in the clubs, on and off this club, that club, over the years. They're from other neighborhoods, from Sterling Heights, from Mount Clemens, from Clinton Township, and whatever. They all frequent the same club. Most of the time, they're just regular Joes trying to mack a chick, and they stay in their lane. Me and my crew is usually the toughest guys around in there. Then I noticed over a few months, or maybe I even like one of the guys that's from his crew starts buying some steroids from me or one of my boys. Because he tells me, he's, man, Sterling Heights kids, and I sold them much of this and that. I'm like, oh, okay, so they're all juicing up now. Huh? Whatever. So I know. And I'm watching them over like 6, 8, 9 months. They start puffing up, and they're bigger. And I've seen them at the gym. They're at World's Gym, our gym we train. They're at World's Gym, or they're at Bally's, they're at Powerhouse, or whatever. I've seen them. Well, we go to all the gyms. That's what we did. We sold steroids. So we'd hit all the gyms and then befriend all the muscleheads and sell them steroids. So now they're there. And they're acting tough as hell. And usually they'd act tough with one of my boys. Not me, one of my boys. And I'd get in there and they're like, this mother effer said something. This guy mother effer hitting on my girlfriend over there, or he tried to hit on my girlfriend, or his boy's freaking girlfriend's talking to our boy Jimmy or Mike or John or Paul or whatever. And there's beef. So I'm like, man, I know this guy's acting tough as hell because he's on roids, and that's it. Roids don't make you tough at all. They basically make a pussy think he's tough. So I walk through the crowd. I said, all right, we're going to find out. We're going to give this guy a chance. I walk through the freaking place like a freaking lunatic. I'm walking through this, like, coming through the crowd, hat backwards, like, and I bang, and I freaking knock his drink out of his hand. Boom. And I stop. I look at him like say something. And 9 times out of 10, they go, oh, what's up? My bad, big dog. My bad. All good. It's all good. I go, no, my bad, bro. Sorry about that. Let me buy you a drink. Waitress, drink on me, whatever he's drinking. That's what I would do. But if the mother ever said, what's up, man? What's your problem, man? Knock my drink out. That's it. As soon as he say, what's up, man? What's your problem? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not waiting for him to hit me first. I know what's coming. We're going to fight. I'm going to hit him first. I'm going to wait. I'm going to sit there and bark. These are the pussies who do that. I watched the pussies for years in the nightclubs. All the clubs, pussies, barking. What's up? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I'll beat your ass. No, I'll beat your ass. I'll beat you. Man, I'll beat your ass. Then we're going to go outside. We'll go outside. I'll beat the. And then they push each other. Push. That ain't me. None of that. As soon as you say one thing, like, what's up, man? You got a problem? I'm like, yeah, I got a problem. Knock them out. Bang. And they go right down to sleep. And I look at their boys like, you want a problem too? You want something? And they're like, good, Al. So good. That's what I thought. The bouncers come over, peel his ass up, throw him out. And let me stay. It's not a sucker punch. It's just me popping the bubble of a steroided out punk pussy. Steroid. And I would tell them that when they wake up, because they wake up in a minute or two. And I look right at him and say, hey, man, steroids don't make you tough, bro. I knew you before you started taking steroids a year ago. You're some little pussy, quiet, soft pansy in the corner over there. Now you take some steroids and go to the gym for a year. You think you're a tough guy? Steroids don't make you tough. I'll beat your ass. If you want, we can go out and finish it outside. And they're always going, they don't know what to say. They don't know what to do. Their bubble got popped. A minute ago, they were a tough guy. Thought they were tough. Now they just got knocked the F out in front of 500 people, and everybody's laughing at them. And they know they're not. It's a reminder. You can see their mind working. The gears going, like, oh, my God, I am not a tough guy. I'm a straight up pussy, and this guy just freaking broke my jaw. I can't move my jaw. That's basically how. And every single time, and I've done that like 50 times. 50. I lost count tracking it like 35 times. So none of those are sucker punches. Just so you know. That's me simply putting a pussy punk in check. In prison, same thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying these people pretend to be tough. They get checked by someone who really is. So that's the difference in prison. A lot of guys don't walk around acting tough. Most guys don't. But if a guy does, rest assured that mother effer is a badass. And that's why nobody messed with me. I didn't walk. I was tough. I walked around like, if we want to go there, we'll go there. I'll go all the way. I'm ready. Are you? That means I'm ready to die. And they knew I was, so they didn't bother me. Just saying. Compared to Gunner Stock, Stacks is soft compared to Gunner. I mean, I don't know why you're comparing who's harder with me and Stacks. I think he would tell you the same thing. I don't think he's like. I mean, Stacks. Are you kidding me? I'm never gonna. Why would you even compare me to Stacks? Like fighting with Stacks. Stacks would never fight me. I mean, it's just a freaking little guy's a little guy. He's not gonna fight Stacks. I like the guy. Sport Brad, good night, buddy. Another great show. God bless. I'm gonna wrap it up here, you guys. What did Joe Black say? I just jumped right when I was reading the freaking thing. Death Row Jim Chad McDonough said a bacon cheeseburger would be your death row meal. You still count cards? No, I mean I couldn't count cards then. I thought I could, but not really. NASCAR, what's up? Good answer. Ha ha ha. BS. No killing Gunner, only making. That's right, Joe. Yeah, exactly. Cool S said, you're the sucker if you let him hit you in the face first. Yeah, that's my point exactly, John Doe. As soon as somebody starts barking, I don't care where I was in life, jail, anywhere. I'm knocking you out. As soon as I feel one bit of threat, like your posture, your behavior, you elevate your voice, whatever, I'm looking right here on your chin. And I'm already there. I'm not looking in your eyes. I'm on that chin. And as soon as you blink, as soon as you freaking blink, and I'm like, hit a bang, and then go right down every time. And then the fight's over. That's it. I've made my point. You're a pussy. Stop pretending. Go home, sleep it off, put some ice in your face. And next time you see the guy, by the way, I'd see him. I see all those mother effers over the years, all over. A couple of times I was a little worried they might kind of jump me to make 5, 6 of them, and I'm not by myself. But they never did. But you see them now in the club after that, they're real passive and quiet, kind of reserved, sit in the corner, don't make eye contact with tough guys. Yeah, that bubble got popped. They realized, damn it, I was all testosterone up on steroids thinking I'm tough. And a real tough guy walked up and freaking broke my jaw and knocked me out in front of a whole nightclub and reminded me, I've never been a tough guy. You know, I'm not tough. I've been in 3 fights and lost 2 of them. I'm not a tough guy. It was just steroids talking. And steroids do that to, like, they don't do it to everybody, but steroids do that to, I'd say, like 75% of guys who take steroids, they do it. As soon as they start taking a bunch of tests, they all think they're a tough guy. And then somebody like me either beats their ass or checks them, and then they deflate them. I had a lot of my own boys got cocky and tough with me. I said, man, I got right in their face and grass, man, I'll knock your head off. I said, man, forget who you're talking to, bro. Steroids don't make you tough, man. I'll beat your freaking head in, man. And then you're like, and they you can see it. They look in their eyes. They're like, yeah, he's right. I gotta freaking watch what I'm saying around this motherfucker, man. This dude will beat my ass. Please hit the like button, says Dan Moore, and thank you, yes. HTO Kid, what's up, Gunner? Hope you're having a good night, brother. I am, although I almost got in a fight over some guy's dog barking at me all night while I was hunting. I wasn't going to fight. I didn't even get out of the car. I kind of cursed the guy out more than I like to curse, and it made him feel like an asshole because he was. I'm like, dude, what kind of asshole lets their dog bark for 2.5 hours while a hunter is right there 300 yards away hunting? Either you're either stupid or really inconsiderate, either or, maybe both. And that's when I said, you know, I'd hate to be your kid. I can only imagine what you let your freaking kid get away with. You let your dog bark. Who can't control the freaking dog? Popcorn Sun said, you look for a puppy? I got a buddy in Detroit with a real game bred pits. No, I'm good on that, man. And there's a ton. I can get free puppies from Detroit, pit puppies all day long. There's 1,000 of them in the shelters, thousands of them. I like pit bulls, but I wouldn't really want one. I'm not looking for a puppy because they run the deer off and the terrorize my cats. I like cats. I'm good with the cats. Thank you. I like dogs. They stink. No offense. About Tracy Holy says, how do you feel about Turkestosterone? What is that? Turkesterone. Turkesterone? I don't know what that is. Never heard of it. What is it? Being too big means being slow. Anyone can get cracked. I mean, yeah, that's true. But look at me. I'm a big guy and I'm super fast. So don't always be fooled by that either. I'm a guy right now. I'm 5'11". I could jump up and grab a basketball rim with both hands. Just walk right up and jump up and grab it. I consider even right now. I bet you I could run a 5-second 40, which is pretty freaking fast. Maybe 5'2", 3 something. But I used to do 4 or 5 40s all day at 230 pounds. And nobody could beat me at tennis because I was so fast. I played 4 years of tennis in prison, never lost a match, played everybody. So just because guy's bigger, I'm not saying I'm really big, but I'm 5'11", 230 pounds. Not slow either. Obviously smaller guys are faster, but let it fly, my man. Tracy said. No, Jim McLaughlin, that's where you're wrong. The jab don't do nothing. Jab's worthless to a guy like me. I get a guy in the ring, and I eat jabs. The jab's nothing. I just come in there that power. When I hit you with that power, if I hit to the top and you don't block, I'm knocking you out. Even if you two block, I come to the bottom, I'm breaking your ribs. The jab is just the jabs for two equally sized guys or something, to kind of keep each other back and stand it off and pick your punch. But power is what always gets you every time. Jabs don't knock nobody out. What I'm saying, power is what knocks people out. Yep. Quiet ones usually are. Exactly. Hit the Bane combo. Bane? Joe Black, what do you know about Bane? You talking about New Bane? Yeah, Gunner, hit him the Bane combo. You talking about New Bane? I don't know what he's talking about. Tough guys on Roy's probably a bouncer. Want to be tough guys on bouncer? No, not always. A lot of the bouncers want to be tough guys, but a lot of them are fake pussies too, and I've knocked them mother effers out too. Bunch of them. Some of the biggest, toughest freaking tough guys around were big bouncers. I knocked the frick out just because they got tough. Most of the time they do it because they know me though. Most of the bouncers knew who I was when I come in. They're like, "Hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man? Anything you need? Get on the table with it." Because they knew I had a reputation. They didn't see me knock a bunch of guys out over the years. They knew me from all over town smashing people. So when they'd see me, they'd want to be cool. And that's cool with me. I don't know what turkesterone is versus regular antibiotic. Never heard of it. I don't know what it is. Oh, okay. Yo, bro, been away for a while. How's fishing been? Luke, fishing's been good, man. I just wrapped up the salmon season yesterday. Went out for a couple hours, caught 3. One was like a 30-pound giant. Got a video on my YouTube. If you go down to yesterday, I videoed my whole day, my whole trip. So I had a great time. Still a few salmon left in the river, but I'm done, man. I caught like 50 fish. They're all getting old. I like to catch them when they're really fresh in the river, and then they go crazy. I got some great fights, though. Pat, what's up, playa? How you been? Bitcoin is a scam. You look more innocent in your thumbnail photo. Oh, yeah, with the cat. Maria put that up there. Chad McDonough. Gunner, usually the quiet guys are the tough guys. Yeah, exactly. That's true. Gunner send you through the matrix with a right hook. Gunner send you through the matrix with a right hook. That's funny. I thought I could count cards too. This is what Cindy says. I thought I could count cards too. I was sober and everyone else was drinking, so they thought I was counting cards. That's funny. Let's chill, Gunner. All right, NASCAR, let's chill. Travis Jury says steroids made me hungry, hairy, and horny. Yeah. It's about what they do. Popcorn Sutton hit me with a $2 super chat. Thank you, bro. See you next time. God bless. I'll see you. My next one is tune in Wednesday night for Wise Guy Wednesdays. Not sure we're going to be covering Wednesday, but it'll be something. And then make sure you guys tune in Thursday for our picks of the week on the game plan. I think we might have some news to announce, so be there. I was fishing on this trout river once. Its access was private, but had permission. What river? Where at? That's why now you're speaking my jam there. I mean, talking my language. Oh, this is what the turkey is. Turkesterone is an ectosteroid, a natural hormonal steroid found in plants. Mimics the effects of tests without the side effects and post-cycle. How do I get my hands on some of that? Sounds like good stuff. I have to look into it. I mean, maybe something good for a guy like me. I'm getting older. Even me, when I work out, I'm still shocked by how strong I am. I get impressed by myself. That's hard to do, you know. But when I go downstairs and I'm like, all right, this is how lazy workout I am. I'm a lazy working out. Like I could do some warm ups on like bent over rows, right? A couple sets of 135 bent over rows, and I do them with good form, like perfect form, all the way down, like back completely flat, all the way over. My back's completely straight over. And I'm rowing. And like if I could do like 4 sets of those things, you know, but and pair them up or F it. I just throw 225 and I do 2 sets and I'm done. That's how lazy I am. But I'm like, screw it. If I just do 2 sets of 225 with good form, that's the equivalent of doing like 5 sets pyramiding up. So I just say, screw it, put the 225 on there because I'm already did deadlifts, already deadlifted. I'm doing lateral raises. And I just grabbed the 225 and rep out like 10 reps. So that 225, that's guerrilla warfare right there, man. Boom, back's freaking strong as hell. And I'm deadlifting 300 pounds for sets of like 20. So I don't know, man. I think I would fight both Paul brothers combined. They might beat my ass, but they might not. I hit really hard, man. I'm gonna have to make a video of me hitting a heavy bag. I'm gonna go to town and get a video of me hitting a heavy bag. And people, all the doubters and naysayers, once you see me hit a heavy bag, and then you say that, and then replace that, imagine and replacing that with a human being, and you'll realize he got a chance because he goes in there hitting somebody like that. It only takes a couple punches to break a man. You know what I'm saying? And those little scrawny pussies ain't been hit hard by nobody. They're talking about Tyson fighting him now. Tyson would kill one of them. If Tyson wants to, and he's like goes in there hungry to win, he kills them kids, even at his age, at 55 years old or whatever he is. Yeah, George says sometimes offense is better than defense. Exactly, man. The liver punch. Listen, I'm a rib guy. If a guy's like this, I just go real hard. I act like I'm gonna go to the head so they duck guard, and then I'm like, whoosh, and hit them right in the freaking ribs. Oh man, every single time. As soon as you hit them in the ribs, they drop their guard. So my next punch is coming up, bam, to the chin. So it's, and that's how I always fake them too, because I'll hit them to the wrist, wham, and then they drop this side, maybe keep this side up, thinking I was gonna come with the left. So I'll hit them with the rip and come back up with a right bang. Man, there's so many times I'm going to smoke guys like that. They were knocked out on the first punch, and I hit them again. The first punch knocked them out, and as they're going back, I just follow up. Wham, wham, rib, face, boom, bang, 3 shots. If they were knocked out from first punch, and as they were going down, I came to the ribs and the face again. Boom. 1, 2, 3, boom, boom, boom. It was ugly. Yeah. Jab is meant to distract you and not see the right. Right, exactly. Well, I guess you guys, I'm gonna eat some more lasagna here and hang out with my wife. What is it you know your body and you treat right and it will treat you back right? That's right, Joe Black. True. Don, what's up, Don Lewis? Set me up with merch link. I need a signed book and some gear, bro. Honey, can you give Don Lewis the link to my apparel website? It says I need a signed book and some merch and some gear, bro. I got you, bro. We got some. I'm gonna put tomorrow. I want to put the new tracksuits up like ASAP. They're freaking gangsters. Hell, they're dope. Just dope. They're like, you know, they're black and then they got like a one white stripe going on the side, and on the side they kind of like throwback vibe, and they'll say your city and our thing, and then your name, and in the back of screen your city and our thing. They're freaking fly as hell. I think I upped the price to $150. I should open them to $200. They're badass. If you get the Fila suit like that, it's like $200, Nike, whatever. It's not even custom. It won't say your city, our thing, and it won't say freaking your name on it. I think they're $150 for right now. Anyways, and we got badass leather coats coming in, a bunch of leather coats coming in. So those are freaking slick as hell. I think I got 6 left. And so make sure to check them out. And everything, t-shirts, hoodies, jackets, hats, duffel bags, we got you, man. And signed books are at the site too. So I got you, bro. Thanks for the support, and thank you for the super chat, brother. Appreciate it. And when you order, I'm gonna put in a special gift for you, a special gift. So like, if you could give me the size of your wife or girlfriend, I'll give her a shirt, and I'll throw a signed book in. One of my authors that have been on my show, I'll slip you in a freaking one of their books too. So when you order, I get a package. I'll put it all together and send it to you. On me. My wife put the link down there, right there, buddy. Or maybe Dan did. Dan, there you go, Dan Moore. Link to Gunner's books, To Be a King, Volume 1 and 2. Well, actually, I think he wanted my apparel because he wanted signed books. Huh? Okay. So yeah, Maria put it in there. My wife put it in the book to link to Arthur Apparel. But thank you, Dan. Dr. Andy, yes, I've seen the show Breaking Bad. I was in prison when it came out. The whole entire saga of that I watched from start to finish when I was in prison. It was a show that I did watch and did enjoy. Bustleton, Western Australia. What? That's where you're from, guy? Bustleton, West Australia in the house. What's it, like 4 in the morning over there? What time is it? I don't know. Have you seen, Joe Black says, yeah, if you're rocking a bag, we will see your skills and power. Dude, the only way I can go hit a heavy bag is somebody's going to have to hold it. You know, even the one that's like strapped to the ground and stuff, you know, with the, don't hold it. I need a 100-pound bag and somebody literally has to hold it. Just hold on. And I always tell them, whatever you do not get turned around when I'm punching this freaking thing. If you spin into it, I might hit you. That's happened before too. Somebody was holding it and I hit them like didn't break their arm, but fractured their arm. They were bruised for like months when I come through with a hard punch. And I only had like freaking 4-ounce gloves on. I didn't have boxing gloves on. I had like bag gloves on, you know. So when they were holding the bag and I came around, bang, because it kind of spun them around. And I was doing 60-second intervals, so I'm just like boom, 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 boom. This for 60 seconds, and the bag got twisted, and I caught him in the arm. But I'll get a video of that hitting that bag. I had a video of me hitting the bag. I sent it to my boy who's an MMA fighter, right? He was always talking trash. He's dead, Vic. He died a couple years ago. But and he was always talking about fighting. But he's like 185-pound dude. I'm like, you don't want to fight me, bro. You kidding me? He's like, yeah, I'm a MMA fighter. I'm this and that. And I sent him a video of me hitting a heavy bag. And he wrote right back. He's like, no, you're right. I ain't trying to get in there. None of that. I don't want none of that action in there. No. He's like, that's, you know, I've got to put on 50 pounds before I think about that fight. I'm like, yeah. All right. Brendan Daniel says, hey, Gunner, much love and respect from New Mexico, man. Supporting you since lockdown 23-1. That's my dog, 23-1. Thank you, man. That's from my boy Josh. Thank you. Jabs are precise and not wild. Yeah, I don't throw jabs really well because I've never needed them. I'm not a boxer or nothing like that. I never planned to be one. I backs a little bit when I was 16 years old. That's it. What's a good movie to watch on Netflix? I don't know. I don't own Netflix. NASCAR spanking. I don't have Netflix. I don't watch TV. I don't even own a TV. I don't even own a TV. But I got the White Boy Rick documentary that's my boy Scott Bernstein made. It's pretty good. That, you know, I know that there's a good movie. That good movie is about the Toronto Mafia. I think it's called The Sixth Family, maybe. I can't remember the name of it, but they made it based on a true story about the Toronto mob. Look that up. I watched the trailer for it and it looked really good, and it's gangster. To be honest with you, the most gangster mafia family in North America, even today, is probably the Toronto crime family. Toronto, not New York, not Detroit. You know, it's Toronto. These motherfuckers are. It's a big family. They make a lot of money. They brought all old school zips in. They're killing all each other. It's family feud. It's crazy. Look it up. No, man, I don't want to drop nobody, man. Remember to be grateful for every day, Kenneth said. You never know when life will be an unexpected turn. That's right, man. I hope that's not a bad omen, bro. But you're right. I do the same thing. That's why I post these fishing and hunting videos and I go outside, because my whole thing is remember to be grateful for every day. You never know what life's got, you know, in store. You don't know, you know, something bad. Your health could take a turn for the worse. Someone could die. You could lose somebody, you know, anything. Lose your job. There's a million things that could go bad. So while it's going good, enjoy, have fun, be kind, be nice, be positive. That's what I don't get about the trolls and the weirdos that come on here and they act like douchebags. I'm like, dude, you don't got nothing better to do positive? You can't do nothing positive? Like encourage somebody, be nice to somebody, be kind to someone, and do something nice for someone. This, all you got in life is to go on YouTube and troll and be negative and call names and make lies and harass people. And you're nothing. And all you're doing is telling the world, the whole wide world, everybody who sees it, you're nothing. Like, grow up, get a life. RAV Vention MG2. Well, I don't know what that is, ultra testosterone, but smart guy. I don't know Philip Leonetti, Dr. Andy. My friend Scott Bernstein knows him really well. My friend Scott Bernstein, who's just on the show yesterday, wrote Phil Leonetti's book, in fact. Great haymakers, you know. All right, guys, I'm going to call it a night. He keeps asking me all these questions. Have you seen The Irishman? The Irishman, I have not seen the movie To Kill the Irishman. I have not. I heard it's pretty good, though. I was in the hospital. You were in the hospital, Ken, for what? David Chappelle. Closer on Netflix film. I don't know. David Chappelle's funny as hell, so I imagine it'll be funny. Vincent MST was founder of the MGTO movement that died of colon cancer. What is the Vincent MGTO over founder of the? I don't know what any of that is. Testosterone. Sad stuff. No. Yeah, for real. Every day is a day, man. Love it and appreciate it. God bless. So listen, guys, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go finish up some more lasagna. And most of it while I was talking to you. Thank you for the super chats. Everybody who super chatted me, you got a gift coming. If you want to email me your email, your address, I'll send you a signed copy of your book. Guys like Dino Lombardo, I put stuff away for him. I'm not who was Smoking Tommy. I can't remember who it was, but whoever donated the $20 super chat, I'm gonna give them a book. Janet, if you want a book, I got you, girls and boys. I'll hook you up, and in return for help for supporting me, I'm going to give it back. And I'm not over here asking or begging. I'm just saying, hey, in return for your love and support of me and my channel and what I do, I'm gonna give you something in return. Just because I feel like it should go both ways. And I am going both ways. I'm giving you content and entertainment. I like to think that I'm kind of funny and interesting. Take time out of my life to give you my life. So I'm giving you that, and you guys don't support me. So God bless. I'm out of here, man. I'm gonna go nurse this freaking headache with some kratom, and then I'll see you guys next week. Or I'll see you guys Wednesday. Good show tomorrow. I got Anthony Ramundi. Anthony Ramundi coming on tomorrow. And I got a whole bunch of good shows lined up. I got like 10 shows in the can. I had a really cool author that came on, wrote a great book about the Ramaldi. What'd I say? No, I think it's Ramundi. Anthony Ramundi. It's not Ramaldi. There's no N in it. That's why I'm confused. Good night, Trav. So, anyways, I got some good shows. I got a great author came in and wrote the book about the Kid Twist story about Murder Inc. in Detroit. He wrote the book on that, and I got some really cool characters coming up. So, God bless, and we will see you on the next time. Flip.